WFAFM Mason City, America's best music, AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB.
It's time now for coverage of the Clear Lake Lions on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and KRIBAM.com. This Clear Lake Lions coverage is brought to you by CLTEL, North Iowa Area Community College, D&D Sales, Clear Lake Bank and Trust, Iowa Specialty Hospital, Johnson Heating and Air, Glenn's Tire, Bank Iowa, Hawkeye Auto Body, and Window World. Now, with all the play-by-play action of the Clear Lake Lions, here's Bob Fisher.
Top of the evening, everybody. Welcome to the Lions Gymnasium. We get ready for Clear Lake High School wrestling tonight as the first of three duels in this triangular between Clear Lake, Garner-Hayfield-Ventura, and Nevada has been wrestled. And just getting done moments ago, Nevada beat Garner-Hayfield-Ventura 45-35. It'll now be Clear Lake and Nevada, and that'll be followed by Clear Lake and Garner-Hayfield-Ventura. The Lions 11-11 in duels as they're coming off the Clear Lake Invitational back on Saturday where they finished fifth as a team with 130 points. North Fayette Valley won with 234. Algona was second with 214.5. Aiden Hippen at 150, Christian Dunning at 175, and Rafe Bach at 190 were champions. Hayden Shear at 106 was a runner-up. Lions 11-11 in duels. Last time they had a route to the dual format. They lost a pair down at Clarion. Clarion Goldfield down 66-12 and the Humboldt 48-31. Of course, last Tuesday night, you heard right here on KRIB, Lions beat Newman but lost to Mason City. And out of their duel 45-31. For Nevada coming in with the update with the victory. They're now 7-5 in duels. They were at the PCM Prairie City Monroe tournament back on Saturday. The 7th of 15 teams out of 15 teams with 103 points. Southeast Polk won that with 201 points. Frontenac, Kansas made the trip 335 miles up to Prairie City Monroe and finished second with 171.5. PCM was third with 155, and Iowa Falls Alton was fourth with 144.5. And Nevada only had they had two runners up. Jonathan Guthrie at 113 and Damian Hoover at 138. Last time the Cubs wrestled in a duel. It was last Tuesday. They beat Gilbert 45-33, and they beat North Tama 60-24. Garner-Hayfield-Ventura, they're coming off the Grettinger-Terrell Invitational back on Saturday, where they're 10th out of 15 teams with 87 points. Central Springs won with 182. GTRA was second with 170. Boynton Hall Rock Valley was third with 166. Caleb Feld was the lone champion, 120 pounds. Garner-Hayfield-Ventura lost a top of Iowa quadrangular back last Thursday night. They lost Eagle Grove 49-24. They beat North Union. Take that back. They picked up one. They beat North Union 36-33, but then lost to West Hancock 58-24. Once again, one of the three duels already wrestled as Nevada picks up a 45-35 win as they were able to take advantage of a pin at 157. Or take that back. They got pinned at 157. But then it was three Garner-Hayfield-Ventura forfeits between 165 and 190. And then Nevada picked up falls at 215 and 285 to secure the victory. We will be back in just a couple of moments. We'll open up the Lions and Nevada duel after this. Quick timeout here on KRIB Mason City Clear Lake. You're watching live online at KRIBAM.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing, embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Underway at 106 pounds in this duel between Clear Lake and Nevada. Hayden Shear for Clear Lake at 106. Thaddeus Atkinson, the wrestler for Nevada. If you're watching online, it's on the black mat with the varsity so far. They may move some matches over if they get through with JV and some of the youth wrestlers. We got a locked hands call, and Hayden Shear will pick up a point that way on the locked hands called against Thaddeus Atkinson. Both wrestlers will start back in neutral position with 1:39 to go here in the first period. If you're watching on KRIBAM.com, you can go there and follow along to our YouTube page where you can find the wrestling. Of course, if you're searching on your smart TV, on your YouTube app, you can search the @ symbol and 1490 KRIB Sports, and they'll take you right to our page. Here's Shear getting a takedown for his first takedown of the match. So it's 4-0. Favor of Shear with 1:12 to go here in the first period. Shear running off on the left side. Now trying to force the head down and work here on Thaddeus Atkinson, the Nevada wrestler. Pulls up the left leg and gets that arms trapped underneath, trying to get Atkinson tilted over. But Atkinson trying to stay on his base here. Shear trying to bring those arms in and trying to get tilted over Atkinson, and he does. And there's the fall. So Hayden Shear picks up the fall. Time of the fall, 1:15. And Clear Lake takes a quick 6-0 lead in this contest. The first of two duels tonight for the Lions this round against Nevada. So we go to 1:13. As due up is John Amos for Clear Lake, and Luke Eddy is the scheduled wrestler for the Cubs of Nevada. Amos shakes hands. We're underway here at 1:13. Amos with a quick takedown on Luke Eddy. 3-0, and now he flips Eddy over quickly. And there's the fall. So 17 seconds. John Amos with the victory. And the Lions take a quick 12-0 lead here with a couple of pins to start out this duel. Up to 120 quickly. Titus Baxter is the wrestler written in for Clear Lake here. Bryson Grimm for Nevada. Well, Nevada did not wrestle their regular 113-pounder. Jonathan Guthrie finished second at the PCM tournament. Clear Lake's going to take a forfeit at 120. So that'll make it 12-6 rather in favor of Clear Lake. Bryson Grimm wins the match by forfeit. Clear Lake will come out here at 126.
Match at 126 for Nevada, Carter Harris. And for Clear Lake, Renea Steinbron.
Renea Steinbron for Clear Lake. And Carter Harris for Nevada, freshman. Both wrestlers freshmen here. Wrestlers circle around each other. Now here's Steinbron getting the right side under control and bringing Harris flat out, and he quickly flips him over, but Harris able to roll through. Now Steinbron continues to work here. And a whistle. Got a technical violation. Yeah, illegal maneuver by Steinbron. So that gives a penalty point to Harris. They'll restart back in the middle. 3-1 the score. Still in favor of Steinbron after that technical violation. Steinbron covers up on the left side. And Harris trying to stand up on the restart, but brought flat out by Steinbron. Steinbron trying to bring the left arm underneath. Trying to reach back through to get that right arm brought in as well. Harris trying to get those arms out in front of him. He's up to his base, trying to get a foot out, up to his feet, and Steinbron cuts him loose to make it 3-2. Minute to go here in the first period. Wrestlers in neutral position. Max Reed is actually the wrestler here. They changed the wrestler for Nevada. So it's Reed. Well, take that back. Well, now we've got some of the matches, the JV matches are going into the track wrestling, unfortunately. So it is Steinbron at Harris still, and it's 3-1. So we were looking at that change on the dashboard on track wrestling, but it is still Steinbron and Harris. Like we mentioned before, now here's Harris. Off the left side, gets Steinbron down and take it down to get a 4-3 lead down for the Nevada wrestler. Steinbron trying to reestablish his base. They go out of bounds, top left side, back the middle with 15.8 to go here in the first period. On the restart, Steinbron gets flipped over here by Harris as they go toward the lower left edge of the mat from our vantage point. Upper right if you're watching online. And whistle and time's out here in the first period. So a score of 4-3 in favor of Carter Harris. And Harris will choose to go in the up position. Kind of surprising. But that is the choice. And the stand-up by Steinbron off the whistle, but he is held on by Harris. They go to bounds back the middle with 1:54 to go here in the second period. On the restart, Steinbron trying to crawl out, but Harris brings him back flat out toward the left edge of the mat. Now Steinbron brought him to his right shoulder, but they go to bounds back the middle with 1:41 to go here in the second period. Steinbron takes the down position and covered by Harris. Stand up by Steinbron off the whistle, trying to switch here off the left side, and he doesn't have the leg free quite yet. Now he does. Gets the reversal, and Steinbron trying to catch Harris to his back, but Harris gets back to his front side and does not give up any near fall points. Standing up is Harris, but he's brought back down by Steinbron with 1:20 to go here in the second period. And I'm not sure if they have the score on the board right or not. An escape point. Now they do. It's 8-5 after the escape by Harris. 1:10 to go in the second period. Wrestlers on their feet. Shot attempt by Harris. Circling around the right side is Steinbron to get the takedown. And that makes it 8-8. And now the escape by Harris makes it 9-8. Now a shot attempt by Harris, but Steinbron chucks him by and gets the takedown for 3. The escape makes it 11-10 in favor of Steinbron as he quickly lets Harris go. 35 to go here in the second period. Shot by Harris. Steinbron circles around the left side of Harris to get the takedown. 14-10. They'll cut him loose to make it 14-11. Now Harris shoots in again. Steinbron forces the head down, trying to circle around the left side. And he'll get another takedown here, it appears. Yes, he does. 17-11. 15 to go in the second period. Steinbron looks up at the clock, holds Harris down. He wants to keep him down this time if he can. Harris trying to sit out. He's brought back over to his base, and time runs out here in period number 2. So a 17-11 lead for Steinbron at Clear Lake, and it's his choice. Choose neutral. Steinbron has done well here in getting takedowns. Off the start of the third period, a couple of head taps. Harris backs up Steinbron. And now the shot, Steinbron trying to get a double here. He gets both legs, and he controls the left side, gets the takedown, 20-11. And now the escape makes it 20-12. With 1:35 to go in the third. .125 to go in the third. Both wrestlers in the middle of the match. And now here's Harris, gets the left leg, trying to get the other leg as well. And he tries to drive through, and he gets the takedown for 3. So 20-15 now. With 1:05 to go here. Now Steinbronn trying to stay off his one shoulder. And he gets back to his belly. With 1 minute to go here in the third period. Harris riding on top. Off the left side, trying to get a power half on the left shoulder. He gives up on that. Now gets the right half in. And tries to tilt Steinbronn, and he does. Steinbronn not in a near fall position quite yet. Harris trying to continue to force, and Steinbronn able to get to his belly. So he does not give up any near fall points there. 40 to go here in the third. As Harris continuing to try to work on Steinbronn. Gets the left half in. Controls the right arm, trying to get him flipped over. And this time he is successful. 3-4 count. Steinbronn trying to roll through here. He's given up a near fall, but trying to stay off his back. He gets to his belly. A 4 near fall makes it 20-19 with 18 seconds to go in the third. So Steinbronn just has to lay flat. He can give up a stalling call if he wants to at this point. He works back up to his base. Down to 10 left here in the third. Harris trying to find a way to get him tilted over for a quick cheapie, but he's not going to be able to do that. So it's going to be Steinbronn to win here for Clear Lake. 20-18 the final score. And quite an offensive showing here. But as Steinbronn with the victory of 20-18, and the decision makes it 15-6 in favor of Clear Lake. We're back after this here on KRIB.
Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the ReDoc program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Go to 132. Fletcher Williams of Nevada wins by forfeit. So that makes the score now Clear Lake 15 and Nevada 12. We'll go to 138. And Clear Lake not checking in anybody here, it appears. No, it's going to be Mally Cambridge Barons is listed. But Damian Hoover wins by forfeit as they don't send Barons out. So that makes it Nevada 18 and Clear Lake 15. Once again, Nevada forfeited 165, 175, and 190 in their match against Garner-Hayfield-Ventura. So they take that back. Nevada won those 3 matches by forfeit. So the Lions forfeiting at 138. And now also forfeiting at 144 with Cale Williams. So Lions give up 18 points in the 3 weights here on forfeits. We will have a match at 150. As at 150, it'll be Aiden Hippen for Clear Lake and Jude Tucker for Nevada. Underway in this match, team scored 24-15 after the forfeits, and Hippen quickly out front headlock and trying to circle around the right side. Again, control of the Nevada wrestler Tucker, and he does to get the takedown for 3. And a 3-0 lead here for Hippen, who works quickly as he ties up the arms and flips Tucker over. Getting a near fall count and pretty close to the pin. Tries to get that right shoulder down. Continuing to work here. Tucker trying to sit out and get out of this, and Hippen still in control out front, but now Tucker able to roll out. Hippen gets his 4 for the near fall, makes it 7-0 with 1:17 to go here in the first period. Hippen continues to control the arms. Works off on the left side and flips him over again. Well, for 1 count, but now gets him back over again. Got at least a 2 count as Tucker able to get back to a 90-degree angle, and now he's flipped over again by Hippen, and Hippen gets the fall. Time of the fall, 107. So Hippen picks up the pin at 150. They cut the lead to 24-21 in favor of Nevada as we go to 157. Join us for coverage of the North Central Conference Girls Wrestling Tournament here on KRIB and KRIBAM.com. As we will have coverage of the early rounds. And apologize for that as we try to get a spot fixed at our sponsor lineup. 157. Caden Van Voorhees for Clear Lake and Evan Johns for Nevada here.
Our final JV match on the green mat. We're moving around to our youth matches.
As Van Voorhees with a front headlock. Trying to control Johns here. They work their way towards the middle edge. Back towards the scores table edge, and now they break away, and they'll circle back toward the middle. Minute 5 to go here in the first period. Once again, Van Voorhees trying to control the front headlock. Johns battling it off well here so far. So he gets back up to his feet and gets out of the front headlock, and the wrestlers are gone out of bounds on the scorers table edge and back to the middle with 44 seconds to go here in the first period. Again, if you're watching on KRIBAM.com, we're on the black mat here with this varsity match at 157. 25 to go in the first. Wrestlers tied up in the middle. Whistle. A little headgear issue for Van Voorhees, so they stop action. We'll go back to the middle with 19 to go here in the first. Wrestlers tie up in the middle off the whistle. Down to 5 left here in the first. And no score heading into period number 2. Choice goes to Nevada. Johns will defer. Van Voorhees will choose the down position to start the second period. Johns covers up on the left side on the start. Van Voorhees trying to get his legs out, and he spins back and around, and he gets the escape to make it 1-0. Quickly shoots in. Johns does. Blocked off by Van Voorhees. And working their way toward the Nevada corner of the mat and out of bounds on the outside edge of the mat. 1:40 to go here in the second period. 1-0 Van Voorhees off an escape to start the second period with the lead. Van Voorhees steps into Johns, backs him up a couple of steps. Johns counters backing Van Voorhees back into the center circle. The wrestlers tied up on the edge of the center circle. Nothing exciting out of this tie-up. 1:15 to go in the second. Now Van Voorhees in, trying to work his way around. Trying to drag the right arm, but here's a front headlock, and now John slips out of that, so we're back to neutral position. Minute to go here in the second period. Johns tries to duck under for a leg. Van Voorhees blocks it off with a front headlock. They go toward the scorer's table edge, and it's out of bounds with 52 seconds to go here in the second period. Van Voorhees a 1-0 lead. Back to the middle. Tie up on the restart. Van Voorhees trying to control the right arm with his left hand, but nothing coming out of that. Front headlock here for Van Voorhees, bringing Johns down to his knees for his second. He's tripoded back up. Now Van Voorhees gets him back down to his knees with 30 to go here in the second period. Van Voorhees will let that go. Back to neutral position. .15 left here in the second. Down to 5 as the wrestlers tie up and break away from each other. And we're going to go to the third period with Van Voorhees with a 1-0 advantage. John's choice, he'll choose the down position. He wants to get that point back. Van Voorhees covers. Start of the third period. Van Voorhees brings Johns flat out off the start of the period. Trying to bring those arms in of Johns and try to work off of that. Johns trying to get those arms free and get him out front, but Van Voorhees in control for the moment. Now Johns able to get his hands out. Van Voorhees reaches up and tries to bring those wrists in again. Johns gets his arms out front. Van Voorhees trying to control the arms, and Johns at this point controlling them out in front of him as Van Voorhees trying to bring him back in. Johns gets to a base position before he's brought flat out here by Van Voorhees, and they go to bounds at the Clear Lake quarter, which is from our vantage point to our lower left. On the camera, if you're watching at home, the upper right. And back to the middle with 1:13 to go here in the third period. Van Voorhees up 1-0. Too hard of a cover by Van Voorhees, so they get cautioned. Official talking to him, and now Van Voorhees told to cover. Clean restart this time. Johns up to his feet. Van Voorhees brings it back down to the mat. 1:05 to go here in the third period. So Van Voorhees going to try to ride this out here, it appears. Johns, though, going to try to work his best to get that escape point back that he gave up to Van Voorhees in the second period. Van Voorhees continuing to bring Johns flat out after Johns tries to get back to his base position. Van Voorhees working across from left to right. Now he's up high on the left side trying to work with the arms. He gives that up and now brings it back, and he tries to cradle him up here. And he is successful, getting a near fall count. Got the 4. And now Van Voorhees trying to get that right shoulder of Johns down. But the most important thing is Van Voorhees will have enough of a lead here to get a decision, it appears. Down to 15 left in the third. Van Voorhees just going to hold that his position. Now it's Johns able to flop out of it and get back. And now we've got the 4 near fall awarded, but potentially dangerous on Johns getting out of that near fall position. So the whistle and 10 seconds to go here in the third period. Van Voorhees covers. Clean restart. Johns trying to work his way up again here. But Van Voorhees will hold him down, and he'll get the victory here at the end of the third period. So the 5-0 decision after Van Voorhees trying to bring him back over, and Johns trying to slide out. It's 5-0 decision. We're tied at 24 after 157 pounds. Back after this here on KRIB, watching online at KRIBAM.com.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
Back we come to Clear Lake. As we go to, well, we had a forfeit in there someplace, I think, as Christian Dunning comes out. Austin Bolge of Nevada won by forfeit at 165, so we now go to 175. Christian Dunning at Clear Lake, who has 151 wins here at the high school level, facing Isaac Williams of Nevada. Dunning, the 4th Clear Lake wrestler in program history to get 150 wins. Right now he's at 151. He picked up his 150th in the semifinals of the Clear Lake Invite the other day. No action through the first half minute. Dunning now, duck center, gets the right leg. Scrambling is Williams to try to avoid the takedown as he reaches back through. Dunning, though, trying to come back around the right side in the shot attempt. But Williams holding his own at this point. But Dunning gets the legs free and gets control on the right side and gets the takedown for 3. So Dunning up 3-0 as we wind down to 1:05 to go here in the first period. Dunning brings Williams flat out. Williams trying to crawl his way out. Whistle. And we've got blood here for Williams, so that'll give us a little break. Once again, coming up on Saturday, the North Central Conference Girls Wrestling Tournament. Coming up with our coverage in the early rounds. We'll have live online at KRIBAM.com. Follow along to the YouTube page on the video. We'll have the placement round with coverage as well on KRIB. AM 1490 and 96.7 FM. Once we get to that placement round, of course, the 7 or 8 teams now are wrestling in the conference tournament here in the North Central Conference. Week from Saturday, it's the boys' conference tournament. The girls' tournament's in Algona. The boys' tournament, I believe, is in Humboldt. So back-to-back Saturdays of North Central Conference wrestling tournament coverage. We'll have the same type of coverage on next Saturday as well with the boys. We'll have live video through the early rounds, and we'll join the radio for the placement rounds. Blood taking care of Williams. By the way, the team scored 30-24 now in favor of Nevada. As Williams up to his feet, Dunning picks up the right leg, and he brings Williams down. Williams almost got caught onto his left shoulder and taken over. But Williams smartly gets to his belly and avoids giving up any near fall points. Dunning now goes to work as he brings Williams flat out on the mat, right in the center of the mat with 40 to go here in the first period. And Dunning up by a score of 3-0. Dunning left arm around the waist, right arm working here as Williams trying to switch out. Dunning in control, though. Now Williams up to his feet, but brought back down to his baseline. Dunning. 22 to go here in the first period. Dunning trying to wing up that right arm and work off of it from there. Down to 15 left in the period. And Williams holding his own on the bottom side, staying on his belly as Dunning trying to work on that right arm to get him tilted over, but he's not going to be successful as time runs out here in the opening period of this 175-pound match. Choice to Williams of Nevada. Looks back to his quarter. He defers, and Dunning says, I'm going down. So Dunning with a 3-0 lead here to start the second period. He takes the down position. Williams covers up on the left side. And on the start of the period, and Dunning had no problem standing up and escaping. And it's 4-0 in favor of the Clear Lake wrestler. Dunning shoots in, tries to shoot in. Blocked off by Williams. Back up to his feet. 1:40 to go in the second period. And now Dunning trying to work here as the wrestler's tied up in the arms, ear to ear. Now Dunning trying to reach down for the left leg, tries to get control of the other leg, tries to lift up Williams, and he does. And he can't quite, well, there we go. Now he gets him returned to the mat in control. Gets the 3 to make it 7-0. Dunning with the lead with 1:13 to go here in the second period. Has Williams flat out. Williams trying to sit out now. Dunning left arm around the waist. Has Williams in control. They go towards the scorer's table side of the mat, away from us on the radio side, toward the camera. If you're watching on the video side, out of bounds. 51.8 to go here in the second period. Dunning with a 7-0 lead. Williams goes down. Dunning covers up on the left side. Williams tries to stand up off the whistle, trying to turn back in. Dunning controls the right leg and trying to reach back for the other leg and not give up a reversal here. As Dunning, well, a little roll here, and Dunning catches Williams to his back on that roll through and gets the 4 count on the near fall. And now Dunning trying to get that left shoulder down. He's got a half minute to go here. And there's the fall. So time of the fall will go down as 3:35. And Christian Dunning with win number 152 in his career. And the pin makes it a 30-30 match. As we go from 175 now up to 190. And Rafe Bach will check in for Clear Lake. Scheduled for Nevada is Sterling Smith.
Next person to match at 190 for Nevada, Sterling Smith. And for Clear Lake, Rafe Bach.
So we get underway in this 190-pound match. The duel tied at 30. As Bach has the right leg and gets the left leg and gets him taken down. So Bach with a 3-0 lead here. 20 seconds in. So he gets the takedown. Smith tries to sit up, but Bach brings him back to his front side. Bach moves over to the right side. Trying to fully control the arms here. And trying to tilt Smith over as he steps over and runs Smith over here. There's the fall. 46 seconds, the time of the fall for Rafe Bach. Clear Lake 36 and Nevada 30. As we go to 2:15. 2:15 for Nevada is Aiden Schutte as the wrestler due in. Jack Hackman for Clear Lake. Will be his opponent. Of course, if Clear Lake can pick up a win in this match, they'll win the duel. If Nevada picks up a win, they are still in the duel. 36-30 in favor of Clear Lake as we're at 2:15. Jack Hackman and Aiden Schutte, the wrestlers here. They tie up, go toward the scorer's table side. Now here's Hackman trying to get the legs. But Schutte, well, he held him off for a second, but now it's forced down by Hackman, and Hackman takes him straight to his back. And Schutte trying to at least get over on his left hip. They go to bounds. Top edge at a 4-near fall. Again, that is, they do give this credit for the 4-near fall. Back to the middle with 1:21 to go here in the first period. We got a little blood on Hackman, so they'll take care of that. Clear Lake and Garner-Hayfield-Ventura coming up here in duel number 2 for Clear Lake, the third duel of the night here at the Lions Gymnasium. Now they're still working on a little blood cleanup here. And now we're back, ready to go to action.
Chances are you know.
And on the restart, it is Hackman off of the right side of the body of Schutte. Schutte trying to work from his base here of hands and knees. And now here's Hackman just got him flipped over. So we said that. And now Schutte trying to roll through and catch Hackman. Hackman, though, trying to hold on here, and he's got the pin, I think. Well, he did for a second. And there it is. So Hackman survives a roll-through attempt by Schutte and gets the pin. Time of the fall, 1:14. And Clear Lake wraps up the duel 42-30. Still have to go to heavyweight here. And both teams will have a match here at heavyweight. Brock Thompson due for Clear Lake and Isaac Harrington for Nevada, both seniors. So the Lions will pick up their 12th dual victory of the season here. It's underway here at heavyweight. If you're watching video online, we've got the youth wrestlers out on the gray mat. That's what's been going on as we wrestle varsity here. Youth nights here at Clear Lake High School Gymnasium, and everybody excited to watch those youth wrestlers on the mat. Thompson and Harrington. First 30 seconds, the typical heavyweight match where it's tie up and not much movement. Time of 4 to forehand in the center circle with 1:15 to go. Now, Thompson looked like he was going to dip in for a leg, but the wrestlers break away from each other. And they tie up again ear to ear in the middle of the mat as we wind down to a minute to go here in the first period. Head taps and quick tie-ups. All we're seeing here in the heavyweight match so far. 40 to go here. Now here's Thompson trying to move in, trying to back up Harrington. Harrington turns his body back in toward the middle of the mat here on this ear-to-ear tie-up. And now Thompson trying to dip down for the left leg again. Harrington defends that. 25 to go here in the first.
Our next youth match on the gray mat, Blake Carter and PHB and James Carroll, Clear Lake.
15 to go in the first period. No activity in the middle of the mat. Thompson down to 5. Now, wrestlers trying to bear hug each other, but that's not going to happen. So we're at the end of 1, no score. Thompson's choice here to start the second. Thompson defers. And Harrington, I assume, would go down. So Thompson covers. Harrington on the whistle tries to stand up, held down by Harrington so far. And a crawl out, straight forward, goes out of bounds. 1:54 to go in the second. On the restart, Harrington the down position. Thompson covers up on the right side. Now the whistle, a roll on attempt by Harrington, and Thompson almost caught him. Now he brings the arms underneath. Harrington gets the right arm out, trying to get that left arm free. And he brought the right arm back and let Thompson for a second get control of that. Just curious on that move. But 1:25 to go in the second period as Harrington gets his hands out in front, trying to tripod up here and sit out. But Thompson gets it back to, well, he got him back so far that he got him tilted over. Got it up for a near fall award, I believe. Or did he? Well, the referee didn't signal anything, so thought he was tilted over, but must not have been a count, or at least not a 2 count. Thompson rides off on the left side. No score with a minute to go here in the second period. Thompson comes out high on the left side, trying to work with the arms here. Harrington in the bottom position. Not much activity down there. He's down the left arm, barred up behind the back of Harrington. Thompson trying to work off of that. Stall call bottom side on Harrington. That's his first. 35 to go here in the second period. That gets Harrington going off the stall call. Back up to his base. Trying to stand up. He's up to his feet. Thompson has his left foot up. They go to bounds on our near edge. Top edge on the video. That's fortunate for Thompson. I'm not sure if he could have returned to the mat in a 5 count or not, which could have risked a stall call. So 23.6 to go here in the second, and Thompson in the top side on the restart. Harrington off the whistle, tripods up. Thompson either going to have to let him go here or trip him back up, but he does trip him down. 13 to go here in the second. Harrington flat out, just trying to ride it out here. Down to 10 in the period. So it appears Thompson made the good choice to defer to the third period as he rides out Harrington here in the second period. So Thompson obviously is going to choose down. She wants to get the escape point. We'll see what Harrington does here on the top side in this third period. Thompson in the down position. Harrington covers up on the left side. And Thompson, well, we've got locked hands called on Harrington. So that'll give a penalty point to Thompson to make it 1-0. So Harrington with a technical violation of locked hands. And that puts him at a disadvantage at this point. On the restart, trying to stand up again, here's Thompson, and he does get up to his feet, turns back in, and Harrington will have to let him escape. So 2-0 now. Thompson thinking he'd just be able to escape and get the 1 point, but the tech violation on the locked hands makes it 2-0 with 1:40 to go here in the third period. Wrestlers tied up. Of course, we had 2 minutes of not much activity in neutral position. And now here's Harrington shooting again, but defended by Thompson. So they tie up in the upper left-hand part of the match from our vantage point. And now, a head throw here by Harrington. And slipping out to left side is Thompson who gets the takedown. So Harrington thought he had that headlock throw caught. But Thompson is able to slip out after they went down to the mat and slip out the left side and gain control to get the takedown. So Thompson now ahead 5-0 here at heavyweight with 55 to go in the third period. Now Thompson gets the right half in as he works off on the right side. Harrington has a stall warning in the bottom position. Now, speak of the devil, that's the second stall call just made. So a penalty point given to Thompson to make it a 6-0 lead now. And you'd like to see Thompson maybe get a major decision here if possible. At the very least, he'll ride it out, it appears here. At 25 to go in the third period. Harrington trying to sit out, but he's brought back to his belly by Thompson. 15 to go here in the third period. And it looks like Harrington's just going to be flat out the bottom with no activity. And Thompson will win a 6-0 decision, and that'll make the final score 45-30 in favor of Clear Lake, beating Nevada here in the second duel tonight. We're back to recap the first Clear Lake duel after this here on KRIB and KRIBAM.com.
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Hi, this is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire's been earning your trust, one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutoBody.com.
Chances are.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTel fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTel is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa specialty hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Well, we wrap up our second duel of the night here at the gymnasium, and the first on our broadcast here. Clear Lake wins 45-30 over Nevada. Let's go back to 106 for Hayden Scherer. A quick pin, 117 over Thaddeus Atkinson of Nevada. Followed by John Amos pitting Luke Eddy of Nevada in 16 seconds. They made it 12-0 after 2 waits. Lions forfeit 120 with Bryson Grimm of Nevada picking up the victory. At 126, Benea Steinbrod of Clear Lake, a 20-18 decision over Carter Harris of Nevada. Lions forfeit 132 through 144. Fletcher Williams of Nevada at 132. Damian Hoover of Nevada at 138. And Cale Williams of Nevada at 144, the winners. At 150, Aiden Hippen of Clear Lake over Jude Tucker of Nevada. Time of the fall, 107 there. Then Kane Van Voorhees at 157, a 5-0 decision over Evan Johns of Nevada. Austin Bogie in Nevada winning by forfeit at 165. Christian Denning picking up a pin. Win number 152 of his career at Clear Lake. Pinning Isaac Williams of Nevada in 332. Rafe Bach at Clear Lake. Pinning Sterling Smith of Nevada in 44 seconds at 190. Jack Hackman with a pin at 215 over Aiden Schutte of Nevada in 113 to wrap it up. Then Brock Thompson of Clear Lake over Isaac Harrington of Nevada 6-0 at 285. So the Lions with the victory. And they improved to 12-11 in duels on the season. And the Lions will try to make it back-to-back wins in duels when we have our next duel here tonight. When we come back after this break, we'll start to look ahead to the third duel of the night between Clear Lake and Garner-Hayfield-Ventura. Look at our sports schedule and more. You're listening to Lions Wrestling here on KRIB, watching online at KRIBAM.com.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
No matter what the season, weather is unpredictable in North Iowa and accidents are likely to happen. This is Emily Newell. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Collision repair work can be complex. You can trust the experts at Hawkeye Auto Body to repair your vehicle correctly and make sure your vehicle is completely safe before it's released back to you. We guarantee it. We're located on South Federal in Mason City, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutoBody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Well, some JV matches still being wrestled here between Clear Lake and Nevada, and that's holding up the start of Clear Lake and Garner-Hayfield-Ventura. Coming up on Friday night, it'll be Clear Lake and Iowa Falls Alden here at the Lions Gymnasium and girls and boys basketball. On the air at about 6 o'clock with the girls game. The boys game will follow here on KRIB, live online as well at KRIBAM.com. Go there and follow along to our YouTube page. If you have your smart TV or whatever device you have, maybe your YouTube app on, just search for the @ symbol, 1490 KRIB Sports, and that'll take you right to the KRIB Sports YouTube page, and subscribe and follow it, and that way you get all the alerts on when any of our broadcasts start. Saturday, once again, the North Central Conference Girls Wrestling Tournament in Algona will be on the air shortly before 10. The early round coverage will be on KRIBAM.com with a live video. We'll hook up with the radio side of things on 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB when we get to the placement round later in the afternoon. Probably about, once again, one of those things you hate to even guess because you could end up going a little fast and get the tournament moving. So just keep the radio on, or watch the video, and then if you're out and about, you can turn on the radio for our coverage. So we are about ready to go here with Clear Lake and Garner-Hayfield-Ventura in this third duel tonight. We'll start at 106. As once again, the first duel tonight, Nevada beat Garner-Hayfield-Ventura 45-35. And then Clear Lake just beat Nevada 45-30 in the second duel. Now we're underway here at, the caution by Gunnar Fry for Garner-Hayfield-Ventura as he jumped the whistle to start the match. As he faces Hayden Shear of Clear Lake. Underway in this matchup at 106 pounds in the third duel tonight. Here is Fry trying to pick the left leg of Shear. Shear trying to get the arm in and block this off, but Fry has that left leg picked up pretty well. He's got Shear in control and gets the 3. So 3-0 now for Gunnar Fry. With 1:30 to go here in the first period. Shear gets back up to his feet, trying to turn back in. Still a hold the leg is Fry. Fry's got to return him to the mat here, and gets hold of the hand. He does, and brings him back to his base. Shear quickly, though, back up, tripoding up, back to his feet. And Shear will finally be cut loose by Fry to make it a 3-1 match. Shear and Fry with a couple of head taps in the middle of the match. Now they try to tie up in the middle. Fry trying to control the right arm, and now here's Shear trying to get around the right side, but it's Fry controlling the arms and trying to drive through here on Shear. And he's going to get the takedown for 3. And that'll make it a 6-1 advantage in favor of Fry with 45 seconds to go here in the first period. Now potentially dangerous as he brings the arm back a little bit too far. Back to the middle with 45 seconds to go here in the first period. Shear takes the down position. Fry will cover up. On this restart, sit out by Shear, trying to stand up. Fry controls the arms to bring him back in. And gets it back, turned back to his front. Shear trying to tripod up. Fry off on the left side, trying to force him down, but he'll cut him loose. 6-2 now. Shear down by 4. Spencer's top of the middle with 25 to go here in the first period. Fry shoots it again for the right side of the body. Shear trying to reach back through and hold off the takedown, but he cannot. 9-2 in favor of Fry. With 12 seconds to go here in the first period. And now Fry trying to bring the right arm underneath and try to flip Shear. Time's going to run out here in period number 1. So Fry, a 9-2 lead after the takedown. The choice will go to Shear, who will choose the down position. On the start of the second period, Shear up to his feet off the whistle, gets the escape. 9-3 the score. Shear down by 6. And back to the middle as they tap again. Now Shear off on the right side, trying to force Fry down. Fry trying to control the arms. Both wrestlers back up in a neutral position as Fry shoots in for a right leg. Shear reaches back through. They scramble back to a face-to-face position as Fry now continue to control the left leg. Shear trying to force the head down here and try to get his leg out of it. But Fry in hard on that left leg of Shear. Shear up to his feet. Fry dips down to the ankle to try to bring Shear back off balance, and he does. Gets Shear to a seated position. Now he tries to get the right arm around, and he gets control. And a 12-2. A quick escape makes it 12-3 with 50 seconds to go here in the second period. Both wrestlers back up on their feet. As Shear now has Fry down to his knees as he's trying to control the right arm. Get around the head here and try to control the right side. Shear continues to try to come around, and he gets the 3. So he cuts the lead to 12-7 with 24 seconds to go in the second period. Sit-out attempt by Fry. And they go to bounds on the outside edge with 7.5 seconds to go here in the second period. Fry, Garner-Hayfield-Ventura on Shear at Clear Lake, 12-7. First match of this third duel of the night. Clear Lake second duel of the night. Set-out attempt by Fry. Shear on a scramble, keeps him in control, and time runs out here in the second period. So 12-7. Shear down by 5. Fry's choice. He will choose neutral. So Shear going to have to try to defend Fry and score points here. So wrestlers tie up off the whistle. And now Fry tries to shoot in for the right leg. Shear trying to circle off on the right side and try to get the leg free and get control. So he reaches back for the right leg of Fry. Shear continuing to try to spin away, spin around on the right side. Fry still reaching back to hold that right leg and have control. Now it's Shear trying to get in the top position of Fry here. And now it's, Fry, we've got the official initially signaled a 3 for the takedown as he almost had Shear flipped over. 1:12 to go here in the third period. And Evan Johnson over the table. No score was given there, so score should be the same as it was to start the third period. On the restart, wrestlers in the middle. Now shot by Fry. Has Shear's right leg, trying to drive through. Shear trying to reach back and control the head, but Fry's going to come out the backside, at least trying to here. He gets Shear to his right hip. Still no control as Shear's reached back through. Now trying to get up here. Fry still doesn't have full control as Shear has, had the left arm through the left arm of Fry, but Fry gets that loose and gets the takedown. 15-7. That's major decision territory here for Fry with 30 seconds to go in the third period. Shear trying to tripod his way up. They go toward the outer edge. He gets the escape. And now Shear tries to shoot in for the right leg. Right off the escape. Fry sticks the right arm in to block it off with 15 to go in the third. At least for right now, Shear has brought this into a combat decision win for Fry. Down to 5 left here in the third period. And time's going to run out. So Gunner Fry, Garner-Hayfield-Ventura beats Hayden Shear Clear Lake. 15-8 at 1:06 to open things up. Garner-Hayfield-Ventura with a 3-0 lead. Back after this here on KRIB.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close to home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
Go to 113 pounds. We go to 113. And for Clear Lake, John Amos, who gets the quick takedown of Reed Hendrickson of Garner-Hayfield-Ventura. As Hendrickson trying to work his way up from his base, up to his feet. Amos around the waist brings it back down to his base. 1:20 to go here in the first period. Amos has Hendrickson flat out. Amos trying to get control of the arms. Hendrickson doing a good job of keeping him out front. Amos running on the left side, right arm around the waist. Now he starts to switch over to the right side. Flips back over to the left. Trying to move from left to right. Now he's trying to wing up the left arm and try to tilt Hendrickson over his right shoulder. Doesn't have the angle quite yet. It's at 90 degrees right now, trying to get that tilted over to 45. Amos continuing to try to crank on that left arm. He has Hendrickson on his right shoulder. Now he gets the near fall count. He has him tilted over far enough. And brings it back to his front side. And now tries to get him again. The 4 near fall awarded to make it 7-0. Hendrickson up to his feet, trying to turn back in and gets escaped. 7-1 with 10 seconds to go in the first as Hendrickson shoots in, tries to. With 4 seconds to go in the first. Amos trying to circle around the left side here at the horn, but is not able to do so. But John Amos with a 7-1 lead heading to the second. Amos's choice, he'll defer. It'll be the choice of Hendrickson, who chooses neutral. On the start of the second period, wrestlers on their feet to start the second period in neutral possession. They tie up Couple of seconds into the second period. Couple of head fakes, and now Hendrickson shoots. Amos blocks it off, tries to circle around. Hendrickson has the left arm out to try to block Amos from circling around. Still has the left arm out, but Amos continuing to work here, and he finally gets him covered. 10-1 on the takedown, 1:24 to go here in the second period. Amos has Hendrickson flat out. And once again tries to go to work on that left arm. He tries to wing it up again. He has control of the right arm as well. Now he's trying to work Hendrickson over. Hendrickson fouling it off at first, but now Amos, well, Hendrickson gets up to his feet, able to work up here. Amos trying to return him to the mat, and he finally will. So they go off towards the edge. 45 to go here in the second period. Hendrickson gets the left foot out. Amos brings it back to his base of hands and knees with the arms brought in. Hendrickson gets the right arm out, trying to get the left foot out as well. And now Amos brings him over into a near fall position as he brought him over. And that brings him back to his front side now. Going to get a near fall award here, and he got the full 4. 14-1 now, the score. With 10 seconds to go here in the second period. And Amos just trying to keep him in bounds to run out the clock here in the second period, and he does. So 14-1. It's Amos's choice. Amos will choose down. He wants to escape quickly and try to get a quick takedown. Or no, did he choose up? Yes, he, or was it, no, Hendrickson's choice, pardon me. Hendrickson chose down. Or was that the choice? We're not going to double check it at this point. Amos in the up position. As Hendrickson trying to work up from the bottom side. And Amos around the waist tilts him over again, but brought him over too far. And now Hendrickson trying to avoid giving up a near fall, but he did. 2 near fall, and that's 16-1. So the technical fall for John Amos at the should have been at the 5:30 mark, the 4:30 mark of the third period. Clock did not get shut off. 16-1 the final. The tech fall gives Clear Lake 14 points, and Clear Lake takes a 4-3 advantage heading to 120. Coverage of the girls and boys state wrestling tournaments. They'll be over on AM 1300 KGLO this February. Both the girls and the boys tournament move over to AM 1300 KGLO. Lions will forfeit at 120 with Caleb Feld getting the victory. Lions will put somebody out here 126. As Benaiah Steinbron picked up a 20-18 decision earlier in the night over Carter Harrison of Ada. At 126, Carson Albertson of Garner-Hayfield-Ventura picked up a pin over Harris. So that's your matchup here. Benaiah Steinbron, Carson Albertson underway at 126. Steinbron once again had that 20-18 victory back in the Nevada duel. Both wrestlers circle around the middle here and each other in the first 25 seconds of the first period. Duck cutter here by Albertson, the right leg of Steinbron. Steinbron trying to avoid being taken down. But there's the takedown by Albertson to make it a 3-0 lead for the Garner-Hayfield-Ventura wrestler. And now Steinbron locked to the cradle, brought back over, but Steinbron gets back to his front side, but gave up a 3-near fall. So that makes it 6-0 in favor of Albertson, the Garner-Hayfield-Ventura wrestler. As they go toward the scorer's table edge. Out of bounds, back the middle with 1:05 to go in the first period. 6-0 in favor of Albertson. Lions leading the duel actually after the forfeit. Garner-Hayfield-Ventura takes the lead back in the duel 9-5. On the restart, Steinbron trying to work his way up from his base. Albertson rides off on the right side and now tilts over Steinbronn on his left shoulder and trying to get the right shoulder down as Steinbronn trying to stay off his back here. As Albertson trying to cradle the head and trying to get Steinbronn down, but Steinbronn gets back to his front side. He gave up a 4-near fall to make it 10-0 now. And now another tilt. And that got another 4-near fall to make it 14-0. With 25 seconds left of the first, and now Albertson trying to tilt Steinbronn again to end the match, at least in a tech fall. Doesn't have the angle quite yet. Now he does. Well, got a 1 count is all. Steinbronn trying to stay off that near fall position. Steinbronn up to his feet, and they got a bounce with 4 seconds to go here in the first period. 14-0. Steinbronn looks back at the scoreboard as he goes back to the middle. Now the restart. Steinbronn up to his feet, but time runs out here in period number 1. So Steinbronn down 14-0. And choice goes to Steinbronn, who will choose up. As he'll cover out the left side. Whistle and a caution on the top side on Steinbronn for jump in the whistle. Now the start up to his feet is Albertson, brought back down by Steinbronn. Now Steinbronn trying to, well, here's Albertson turning back in. He's got the left leg of Steinbronn. He'll at least get the escape here, and he does, and that's all in this match. Tech fall, 2:15, the time of the tech fall for Carter Albertson. And the 5 points gives the Cardinals a Garner-Hayfield-Ventura 14-5 lead as we go to 132. The Lions in the first duel forfeited 132, 138, and 144. And while they go through that, we're going to squeeze in a quick break. You're listening to Lions Wrestling here on KRIB.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close to home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Back to Clear Lake we come as we go to 150. Aiden Hippen out for Clear Lake. And Dennis Berry for Garner-Hayfield-Ventura. So after the forfeit wins by the Cardinals at 132, 138, 144, that makes the score 32 for Garner-Hayfield-Ventura and Clear Lake 5. Is Hippen with a quick takedown and a quick tilt over of Dennis Berry. Hippen finally gets the, well, had Berry rolled through the first time, but now has Berry more in control this time. Looks like he's got him pinned from here, but the official not in the right position. As Berry trying to reach back through here and get Hippen off guard, but Hippen readjusts here. And there's the fall. So Hippen, 51 seconds the time of the fall for the Lion 150-pounder. And that cuts the Garner-Hayfield-Ventura lead to 32-11. As we go to 157. And at 157, Quinton Burgandy. And Caden Van Voorhees will be the Lion wrestler here. So 157. The Lions have some victories, you would think, coming up here in the upcoming weights, as here's a takedown by Burgandy on Van Voorhees, and now he tilts him over. And there's the fall for Burgandy. So Burgandy with a quick pin at 34 seconds on Caden Van Voorhees. So that makes the score now 38 for Garner-Hayfield-Ventura and 11 for Clear Lake. Go to 165. Where Clear Lake will forfeit that weight as well. Or is there a match at 165? Let's double check here. Well, Christian Dunning went to check in. It's a double forfeit at 165. Dunning wins by forfeit for Clear Lake at 175. Rafe Bach will check in here at 190. Which will be a forfeit win. Yeah, Garner-Hayfield-Ventura forfeited 165, 175, and 190 in their first duel. So Bach's victory will make it a 38-23 match. And we should have contested matches at 215 and 285. So Bach walks out. Gets his hand raised. So 38-23. Well, it's still not enough for Clear Lake to pick up a dual victory here. Spread's 15. The Lions can only get 12. So the Cardinals, taking advantage of the forfeits, will pick up the dual victory here. As Jack Hackman at 215 and Isaiah Crowley comes out for Garner-Hayfield-Ventura. And here's Hackman, gets the takedown quick, and he gets Crowley tilted over. Gets the 4 count. Now trying to get the pin. And there's the fall in 26 seconds. So Hackman with a pin at 215. Cuts the score to 38-28. And now we'll go to heavyweight, where for the Cardinals will be Nathan Moss, and for Clear Lake it'll be Brock Thompson. So this will be our final match of the night. Evan Johnson said he would step on up to have a little conversation with us at the end of the night here. So stay tuned for that. Maybe a wrestler of the night as well. We'll see who he does or does not bring up here if he does. So the heavyweight match. Thompson in his match against the Nevada wrestler had scoreless first period. Got an escape to start. Actually rode his man out in the second period and then picked up the victory with all the scoring in the third period. And the first 30 seconds of this heavyweight match, nothing doing so far. Here's Thompson moving in, and he's going to take his man down straight to his back. And there's the fall. So Brock Thompson with the fall. Makes the final score 38-35 in favor of Garner-Hayfield-Ventura as we wrap up the night here in Clear Lake. And we will have a recap of the night. We'll have more here from the Lions Gymnasium after this. You're listening to Lions Wrestling here on KRIB and watching on KRIBAM.com.
Iowa specialty hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Back we come to Clear Lake High School, where the Lions win their first duel by a score of 45-30. Drop the duel to Nevada. They dropped the second duel 38-35 should be the score there. I guess we got Brock Thompson listed in an extra match there in track wrestling, but Coach Evan Johnson joins us here for some comments here after the duels. And Coach got a good win over Nevada and tough one against Garner-Hayfield-Ventura. But like you see, you've unfortunately got some open weights in your lineup, and that has been costing you.
Yeah, I thought our boys wrestled really well tonight. When you are giving up 30 points at the start of a duel, that's pretty hard to come back from. I mean, you pretty much have to be perfect and go get falls everywhere. And you can't really afford to lose any matches after that. On the night overall, only losing 3 wrestled matches, as a coach, you got to be pretty happy with that. Even though we went 1-1, we're looking at the bigger picture. And some of the matches that we lost, we wrestled tough.
Well, like you mentioned, you're looking at the bigger picture, and that means obviously coming up, you got the conference tournament coming up in a week and a half, and then you look at the calendar, and by that time, we're already most of the way through January, and you start looking towards district tournament in time, and of course, what the month of February will hold. And just talk about that path between now and the end of the season. You're going to obviously have you've got a tough triangular coming up on Thursday night as well, and just talk about the rest of the schedule here.
Yeah, now at this point of the year, it's kind of fine-tuning some of the smaller points in some of our duels, making sure our kids are more technically sound and not just trying to bully through somebody or try to just outpace somebody. Now it's just about getting clean and making sure that we finish technically sound. Because we tell our kids every single week, it's not about peaking in December or peaking in January. We're looking for a February peak. And I think we're on track to do that with a lot of our guys.
Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about Christian Dunning. Obviously, the milestone of 150 wins back on Saturday. The 4th wrestler in Clear Lake history to get to that 150 win mark, and obviously shows that he's going to go down as one of the best here in the program's history.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better kid inside and outside of the room. He's a great leader. He sets a great example for everybody. And you don't get Christian Dunning's. He's a very rare person to have in your room. 150 wins is great. And he got that achievement, and now we're on to the next one, which is he wants to step up one spot higher on the podium. And he gets a lot of love and attention. Aiden Hippen is 6 wins away from hitting that 150 mark. So we're gonna. I've been very blessed as a coach to have 2 of the winningest wrestlers in Clear Lake history, and it's just really fun watching them go out there and compete every night.
I was just going to ask you about Aiden Hippen as well as Bach. Obviously, the other 2 keys in your lineup at this point.
Yeah. Rafe is also he's really coming around. I think last year at the district wrestling tournament, having 2 ranked guys, and he's sitting there as an unranked opponent and still finding a way to get an upset. That was a huge growing moment for him. And then, of course, we go down to state, and he goes 2-2. And after this football season especially, I really think that he grew up quite a bit and understood what it took and what his role was on the team. And, you know, also we got guys like Hayden Shear, who's kind of had a rough last couple of years, but has gone down a weight class and is wrestling more natural weight, and he's going out and he's taken on a leadership role. John Amos has been a staple in our lineup during his 3 years in the program as well. So, you know, I just feel very blessed to have some really great leadership in our room right now.
Coach, appreciate it. We'll next time we will talk to you is at the conference tournament. So
Sounds
good luck here between now and then.
Thank you.
All right, Evan Johnson with comments here after our duels tonight. Thank you very much for stopping up. We appreciate it. We'll recap our duels here in just a second after our wrap-up of our sponsors. And make sure you thank our sponsors for bringing you coverage of Clear Lake Lions Wrestling here on KRIB and KRIBAM.com. Back to recap everything and wrap things up after this here on KRIB.
Hi, this is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire's been earning your trust one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Back as we wrap up our night here at the Lions Gymnasium as the Lions split their two duels on the night. And each of the teams here tonight takes a duel. As the first duel of the night, it was Nevada beating Garner-Hayfield-Ventura 45-35. Clear Lake then beat Nevada 45-30. And the final score, Clear Lake beats Garner-Hayfield-Ventura 38-35. Looking at the Lions duels, it's going against Nevada. It was Hayden Shear over Thaddeus Atkinson, pitting him in 117 at 106. At 113, John Amos over Luke 80, pitting him in 16 seconds. Lions forfeit at 120 with Bryson Grimm and Nevada picking up the victory. Benea Steinbraun at 126, a big score in his match, 20-18 over Carter Harrison Nevada. Lions forfeit 132, 138, 144 with Fletcher Williams, Damian Hoover, and Cale Williams picking up victories for Nevada. Aiden Hippett at 150, pinning Jude Tunker at Nevada at 107. 157, Caden Van Voorhees over Evan Johns, 5-0. Lions forfeit 165. Austin Bogey the win there. 175, Christian Dunning pinning Isaac Williams at Nevada in 332. Rafe Baca, Clear Lake at 190, pinning Sterling Smith at Nevada in 44 seconds. Jack Hackman at 215, pinning Zayden Schutte of Nevada in 113. Brock Thompson at heavyweight, 6-0 to the decision over Isaac Harrington of Nevada. Here in the Garner-Hayfield-Ventura duel for Clear Lake, Gunnar Fry at 106, 15-8 decision over Hayden Shear at Clear Lake. John Amos gets the Lions on the board at 113 with a 16-1 Tech Fall win over Hendrickson in 419. Caleb Feld at 120 picks up the forfeit win for Garner-Hayfield-Ventura. At 126, Carson Albertson. Technical fault 15-0 over Benea Steinbraun at Clear Lake at 213. At 132, once again, Lions with the forfeits at 132, 138, 144 tonight. Samuel Catter at 132, Keith Ulrich at 138, and 144, Aiden Schultze picks up the wins on forfeit. 150, Aiden Hippen, Clear Lake, pinning Dennis Berry of Garner-Hayfield-Ventura in 50 seconds. 157, Quentin Brigandi of Garner-Hayfield-Ventura pinning Caden Van Voorhees in 33 seconds. Double forfeit at 165, and then forfeits at 175 at 190. As Christian Dunning picks up the forfeit win at 175 for Clear Lake. Rafe Bach at 190 for Clear Lake. Jack Hackman at 215, pitting Isaiah Crowley, Garner-Hayfield-Ventura in 26 seconds. And then at 285 is Brock Thompson, pitting Nathan Massa, Garner-Hayfield-Ventura in 14 seconds. So 38-35, Garner-Hayfield-Ventura beats Clear Lake on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. And Nevada falls to Clear Lake 45 and Nevada 30 in the other duel on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Our next Lions broadcast comes your way on Friday night from the Lions girls and boys basketball teams host Iowa Falls Alden here at the Lions Gymnasium. And our girls game will be at about 6. The boys game to follow here at KRIB and live video online at KRIBAM.com. And coverage of the North Central Conference Girls Wrestling Tournament comes up on Saturday. We'll have the early rounds with the video coverage at KRIBAM.com. We'll have the video coverage of the play-by-play there. We'll pick up things on the radio here during the placement round later in the afternoon on Saturday. Let's get your final scores on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard for Clear Lake. It was a win 45-30 over Nevada in their first duel tonight. They lose 38-35 to Garner-Hayfield-Ventura in the second duel. The other duel here tonight was Nevada over Garner-Hayfield-Ventura 45-35. Bob Fisher, so long from the Lions Gymnasium in Clear Lake.
You've been listening to coverage of the Clear Lake Lions on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and watching on KRIBAM.com. This Clear Lake Lions coverage was brought to you by CL North Iowa Area Community College, D&D Sales, Clear Lake Bank and Trust, Iowa Specialty Hospital, Johnson Heating and Air, Glenn's Tire, Bank Iowa, Hawkeye Auto Body, and Window World. Your home for the Clear Lake Lions all year long is KRIB and KRIBAM.com.